For years, it may have felt as though no matter how hard you tried, doors remained closed, opportunities vanished, and your dreams stayed just out of reach. It's a quiet, gnawing pain that eats at the soul, often leaving you questioning your worth. The truth is, there are forces both seen and unseen that have attempted to keep you small. They whisper doubts in your mind, surround you with people who drain your energy, and create circumstances that make success feel impossible. Yet here's the divine truth. Your struggle was never a reflection of your capability. It was a test of endurance, faith, and resilience. The universe, or God, if you feel His presence, has been watching, quietly preparing a path for you that no human interference can block. Many chosen ones have walked this exact path, feeling trapped in a life that seemed unfair, only to realize that their greatest breakthroughs were moments away. Look back on your life, those times you thought you had failed, and see them as the silent architects of your destiny. Each closed door, each betrayal, each financial struggle was shaping a strength inside you that no money, no status, and no human plan could ever take away. The first step in breaking free is acknowledgement. Recognize the subtle ways you were limited and honor the strength it took just to survive. Comment below. Can you identify the moments where you felt the invisible chains and yet still persevered? Sharing your experience could inspire someone else in this community to see their own potential. The world often doesn't fight against us in obvious ways. Instead, the battle for your financial and spiritual liberation is subtle. It's a conversation you overhear about realism instead of dreams, a friend who laughs at your ambitions, or a family member who discourages your pursuit of wealth. These small, repetitive messages create a pressure cooker around your mind, convincing you that wealth and freedom are for others, not for you. But God's hand is never subtle. When the divine decides, the universe shifts. That nudge to start your own venture, that sudden encounter with a mentor, or even the serendipity of finding an opportunity, these are not coincidences. They are your life being rearranged to align with your calling. History is full of chosen ones who were told no countless times, yet their destiny was too powerful to be delayed. Ask yourself this: have you noticed patterns where doors seem to close, only to reveal something better later? This is God signaling that your timing, not others, opinions or manipulations, is what matters. Your challenge is to stay vigilant, trust in your journey, and remain ready to act when divine intervention appears. By understanding this subtle war, you reclaim power. Every negative word or limitation placed on you becomes a fuel source. Share in the comments the moments you realized you were stronger than the obstacles others tried to place in your path. The more we speak about these victories, the stronger our collective faith grows. Have you ever wondered why your breakthrough hasn't happened yet? Why, despite your prayers, your efforts, and your sacrifices, abundance seems delayed? Chosen ones, the truth is, divine timing is not our human timing. What looks like a delay is often God's way of perfecting your life, aligning every detail, and positioning you for a victory so grand it will silence every doubter. Consider the example of Joseph from Scripture. Sold into slavery by those who envied him, betrayed by his own brothers, and thrown into prison, he had every reason to give up. Yet, through patience, faith, and divine orchestration, he rose to a position of unimaginable power, becoming a savior for an entire nation. Your journey mirrors this pattern. Every setback is a setup for an extraordinary comeback. It's in these waiting periods that your character is refined. The patience you cultivate today is the resilience that will protect your success tomorrow. Are you learning to stay calm in the storm, trusting that a higher power is at work behind the scenes? Take a moment and reflect. What trials in your life are actually preparing you for your destiny? Share your experiences below. How has waiting, patience, or delayed success transformed your outlook or abilities? Engaging in this discussion will help others see the beauty of God's timing in their own lives. Much of the poverty that chosen ones face is not just financial, it begins in the mind. Limiting beliefs whisper lies. You're not smart enough. Wealth isn't for people like you. success will corrupt you. These mental shackles are installed slowly, often by people who claim to care about us, yet unintentionally keep us trapped in mediocrity. Breaking free requires first awareness and then action. Awareness means recognizing every thought that doesn't serve your highest good. Action means replacing those thoughts with affirmations, habits, and practices that align with abundance. You might journal every morning, meditate on prosperity, or consciously choose to surround yourself with people who inspire growth. Think of the most successful people you admire. Behind their success is a mind that refused to be small, even when circumstances screamed otherwise. Your mind is your battlefield, and victory starts there. Every time you challenge a limiting belief, you weaken the chains that held you and allow divine energy to flow more freely. Have you noticed self-sabotage patterns in your life? Comment with one belief you're ready to release today. Let's inspire each other, because even one liberated mind changes the energy around us all. Struggle is not punishment, it is preparation. Each financial hardship, betrayal, or setback carries a lesson meant to mold your soul, refine your vision, and awaken your power. When you embrace this perspective, obstacles transform into stepping stones rather than burdens. You begin to see God's fingerprints on moments that once felt meaningless or cruel. Many chosen ones report a spiritual awakening after enduring immense hardship. They realize that what felt like a curse was actually a signal, a divine whisper guiding them toward their purpose. Financial struggles, in particular, teach humility, resourcefulness, and gratitude. They sharpen your vision for abundance when it finally arrives. Ask yourself, have the challenges in your life actually made you stronger, wiser, or more compassionate? This self-reflection is crucial. Comment below which struggles have revealed hidden strength in you. Your story may inspire another chosen one in this community. Many chosen ones face an invisible army of lies, designed to make them doubt their dreams and abandon their true purpose. These lies can come from society, friends, or even your own mind. You'll never make it. Success is reserved for others. Dreaming big is foolish. When repeated enough, these words begin to feel like reality, subtly eroding confidence and keeping you in a cycle of mediocrity. But God's truth is louder than the whispers of doubt. When He decides to lift a chosen one, no lie, manipulation, or deception can halt that destiny. Every time someone doubted your ability or laughed at your vision, it was merely clearing the path for your divine triumph. History is full of examples, inventors, visionaries, and leaders who were ridiculed and yet changed the world. Your challenge is to recognize these lies and confront them daily. Replace them with affirmations rooted in truth. I am destined for abundance. God has prepared my path. No one can stop what is divinely mine. This mental training strengthens your faith, sharpens your vision, and attracts opportunities that align with your calling. Take a moment to reflect. Which lie in your life are you ready to reject once and for all? Write it in the comments. This act of acknowledgement is the first step toward liberation. Engaging in this community reminds others they are not alone in their fight against doubt and limitation. It may sound strange, but poverty can serve a spiritual purpose. For the chosen ones, being kept small often protects them from distractions, arrogance, or misalignment. The struggle you endured wasn't punishment, it was preparation. It built humility, resilience, and a sharp awareness that money alone cannot define your worth. Think of the world's greatest spiritual and financial leaders. Many came from humble beginnings, from rags to riches, not because life was unfair, but because the journey itself strengthened their character and spiritual vision. Without these early trials, their power might have been misused or misunderstood. God's plan often involves testing the chosen ones through scarcity. It forces creativity, resourcefulness, and clarity. It helps you differentiate between what truly matters and what is superficial. Your soul grows while others may grow only in wealth, never in wisdom or strength. Reflect. Have your toughest financial moments actually built skills, resilience, or spiritual insight you wouldn't have gained otherwise? Share your story in the comments. Your struggle is a testament to divine strategy, not random misfortune. You might feel alone in your journey, but divine forces are at work behind the scenes, orchestrating events to ensure your breakthrough. These hidden hands nudge people, create opportunities, and even redirect obstacles so they lead you to abundance instead of defeat. What seems like coincidence is often God's careful arrangement of your life's path. Consider how sometimes an unexpected conversation or random encounter completely changes your trajectory. Maybe a stranger offers advice, a mentor appears, or a sudden idea sparks a new project. These are not random. They are the universe aligning with your readiness. Your timing, effort, and faith all converge for a moment where destiny unfolds. The key is awareness. Open your heart and mind to recognize these divine signals. Practice gratitude for even the smallest guidance, a word of encouragement, a chance meeting, or an opportunity disguised as a challenge. Recognizing these forces reinforces faith and builds confidence that you are never alone. Share a moment when divine guidance appeared in your life unexpectedly. Comment below. Your testimony could awaken someone else to the unseen hands working for them. Faith is the invisible weapon that the chosen ones wield against poverty, doubt, and limitation. It is the unwavering belief that God has prepared a path, even when you cannot see it. Faith is what keeps you moving forward when the world says no, and it is the light that cuts through the darkness of uncertainty. Consider Abraham's journey. He left everything familiar, trusting in a promise he could not see. The trials were immense, the uncertainty crushing, yet his faith became the bridge between impossibility and fulfillment. Like Abraham, your faith transforms struggle into stepping stones and despair into action. Faith requires patience, practice, and daily reinforcement. Pray, meditate, or simply affirm your trust in the divine plan. Surround yourself with people who uplift and challenge you, reinforcing a mindset that aligns with abundance and destiny. Ask yourself, where in your life is faith being tested, and how can you choose trust over fear today? Share in the comments to encourage others who may feel their hope slipping. Despite what others tried to convince you of, abundance is not a privilege for some. It is a divine right for every chosen one. Poverty, delays, and setbacks were never permanent. They were lessons. They teach gratitude, sharpen intuition, and prepare your soul to handle wealth responsibly and wisely. Many people attain wealth without wisdom and squander it. Chosen ones are different because they've been forged through struggle. You understand value, responsibility, and purpose, qualities money cannot teach. God never intended for you to live in lack. The experience of scarcity simply ensures that when abundance arrives, it will be fully integrated into your life. Think about the first time you felt true financial relief. Was it accompanied by appreciation, responsibility, and clarity? These are signs that your journey has been divinely calibrated. Your abundance will not just change your life, it will change the lives of those around you. Reflect, how will you use the wealth and resources God is preparing for you? Comment your vision below. Your insight might inspire another chosen one to see beyond survival toward contribution. For too long, you may have lived as though you were ordinary, as if the weight of mediocrity was your destiny. But the truth is, chosen ones carry a spark that others cannot extinguish. Even when the world tried to keep you poor, that spark was never dimmed. Recognizing who you truly are, a person selected for divine purpose, changes everything. This awakening often comes gradually. Perhaps it's a moment of clarity, a sudden alignment of opportunity, or the realization that struggle has strengthened you in ways others cannot comprehend. These moments whisper the truth. You are here for a reason, and your life is meant to shine beyond societal limitations. Embrace your uniqueness. Understand that your experiences, trials, and victories have equipped you with gifts others lack. Wealth, influence, and fulfillment are not accidents for chosen ones. They are your birthright, earned through endurance and faith. Reflect on the times you felt extraordinary even when life tried to suppress you. Share in the comments. When did you first recognize your chosen one identity? Your story may awaken someone else to their own purpose. Nothing manifests without alignment, alignment of heart, mind, action, and divine will. Chosen ones often find that when they align with God's purpose, doors that were once shut open effortlessly. Divine alignment ensures that every decision, encounter, and investment resonates with your higher path. It's easy to feel lost when circumstances seem chaotic, but alignment is a quiet force that steadily guides you. Your intuition, sudden inspirations, and even coincidental opportunities are signals pointing you toward the next step. Ignoring them is a choice. Following them is faith in action. Reflect on your life. Have you noticed times when following a hunch or inspiration led to a breakthrough? That was divine alignment in motion. Recognizing it strengthens your confidence and accelerates your journey to abundance. Share a moment of divine alignment in the comments below. Your experiences help others see the patterns of guidance in their own lives. Society often teaches us to settle, to accept limited possibilities, and to believe that comfort comes from conformity. For chosen ones, this is a trap. Comfort without growth is stagnation. Poverty, limitation, and struggle are uncomfortable, but they spark the awakening that leads to true abundance. When you resist mediocrity, you ignite your purpose. Every time you refuse to accept the status quo, every time you choose vision over convenience, you break invisible chains that have held generations before you. You create a life guided by destiny rather than fear. Ask yourself, are you living comfortably in limitation or courageously in pursuit of your calling? Comment your choice below. Your clarity may inspire others to step out of complacency and reclaim their divine inheritance. Like this video if you refuse to accept mediocrity. Subscribe to Mirror of the Soul to walk boldly toward the life you were always meant to lead. Many chosen ones struggle not with earning money but with the fear of possessing it. Fear whispers that wealth will corrupt, attract envy, or create responsibility you're not ready for. Yet God's plan never burdens you unnecessarily. Abundance is meant to be a tool for empowerment, influence, and service. Fear often stems from scarcity mindsets that were instilled by those trying to keep you small. Breaking this fear requires trust in yourself, your values, and divine guidance. Begin with small steps. Manage resources responsibly, practice gratitude, and visualize wealth as a means to fulfill purpose. Consider historical leaders and visionaries who overcame the fear of success. They embraced wealth as a vehicle for positive impact, transforming communities and inspiring generations. Your financial empowerment is not just personal, it is part of a larger divine plan. Comment below, what fear about wealth are you ready to release today? Sharing this strengthens the courage in our community. People who drain your energy intentionally or unconsciously often surround chosen ones. They are the ones who say you can't, you're dreaming too big, or you're not ready. These voices are like anchors keeping you tethered to limitation. Recognizing them is crucial. Rejecting their influence is vital for your growth. God places mentors, allies, and guides in your life. Pay attention to those who lift your spirit, inspire confidence, and encourage action. Distance yourself from those who perpetuate doubt. Your environment is not just a backdrop, it is a force shaping your destiny. Think about your current circle, who energizes you and who drains you. Comment below your strategies for maintaining focus and positive energy. This helps all chosen ones in the community cultivate strength through support. Like and subscribe to Mirror of the Soul if you are ready to protect your energy and step fully into divine empowerment. Persistence is the secret weapon of chosen ones. When everyone else gives up, you continue. When doors close, you search for windows. When setbacks arise, you turn them into lessons. Persistence transforms struggle into destiny. Consider the countless stories of visionaries who endured years of poverty, ridicule, or rejection. Their persistence was not stubbornness. It was faith in motion, trust in God's timing, and unwavering commitment to purpose. Your breakthroughs are already seeded. Persistence ensures they take root. Ask yourself, where in your life are you tempted to quit? Comment below with one area you will persist through, inspiring others to push past doubt and limitation. Like this video if persistence is your weapon. Subscribe to Mirror of the Soul for daily reminders that giving up is never an option for chosen ones. Every chosen one who was once poor has faced the daunting task of transforming scarcity into abundance. The key is perspective, seeing resources, opportunities, and connections not as limited, but as infinitely expandable through creativity, courage, and divine guidance. Scarcity teaches appreciation, resourcefulness, and ingenuity. Abundance requires gratitude, courage, and action. When you integrate lessons from struggle with faith in God's provision, the transformation is inevitable. Your past hardships become the soil in which wealth, purpose, and spiritual power grow. Comment below, how have your struggles shaped your ability to attract abundance? Sharing insights strengthens our collective faith. Hit like if you are ready to turn scarcity into abundance. Subscribe to Mirror of the Soul to learn strategies for manifesting divine prosperity. The world will always try to doubt, belittle, or sabotage chosen ones. Family, friends, colleagues, or strangers may question your dreams. Standing firm is an act of courage, faith, and divine alignment. Every criticism is an opportunity to solidify your purpose and strengthen your resolve. Remember, your path is unique. Others cannot see the forces at work behind your journey. Their doubt is a reflection of their own fears, not a measure of your potential. Stand tall, act decisively, and let your progress speak louder than their skepticism. Reflect, what criticism or doubt have you overcome that propelled you forward? Comment below to inspire others facing similar challenges. Like this video if you refuse to be shaken by others' doubts. Subscribe to Mirror of the Soul to receive guidance on standing firm as a chosen one. Abundance is meaningless if it is hoarded or wasted. Chosen ones are called to use wealth as a tool for greater purpose, helping others, creating opportunities, and fulfilling divine missions. Money becomes a means to amplify your influence, not an end in itself. Consider philanthropists, visionaries, and leaders who transformed society through strategic use of resources. Their wealth was multiplied by purpose. Similarly, your abundance can create impact far beyond personal gain. Every dollar, every opportunity, and every connection can be leveraged to uplift, inspire, and heal. Ask yourself, how can your resources serve a higher purpose? Comment below with one way you plan to use your blessings to make a difference. Sharing ideas sparks action in others. Hit like if you are committed to using wealth for divine purpose. Subscribe to Mirror of the Soul to learn how chosen ones can turn prosperity into positive impact. After all trials, struggles, and moments of doubt, here is the ultimate truth. God has already decided your victory. The forces that try to keep you poor, limited, or fearful are powerless against divine will. Your destiny, abundance, and influence are preordained. You only need to align, act, and receive. Reflect on your journey. Every obstacle, delay, and challenge was preparing you for this moment. God's orchestration is perfect. You are ready. Your breakthrough is inevitable. Your life is a testament to divine power in action, and your story will inspire generations to come. Ask yourself, are you ready to embrace this reality fully? Comment below your commitment to claim the life God has already decided is yours. Your declaration reinforces your faith and inspires others. Like this video if you believe your victory is already decided. Subscribe to Mirror of the Soul for ongoing guidance, inspiration, and the courage to live as a fully empowered chosen one.